Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is another art video, but that's because I have a question to ask you guys. And that question is, at the end of the video, I want you guys to comment whether you think I should do more fan art or more Dan art. Because I'm stuck between the two. I don't know which ones I want to do and which ones I shouldn't do. I feel like to improve my own art skills I should do my own art, Dan art. But at the same time, fan art lets me create the characters that I enjoy creating. So on the one hand, I've got the one that can improve my skills, and on the other hand, I've got the one that I enjoy creating more. And so I thought I'd let you guys decide down in the comments below. Just let me know which one you think you prefer. And if you choose fan art, I'll do more fan art on this channel. If you choose my art, I'll do more Dan art on this channel. If you decide that you want both, then I'll just try and alternate them as I go along. Also, I'm sorry the lighting is really bad in this video. I'm still trying to figure it out, and I'm alternating which ways I try it. So like you'll see the lighting in each video is going to be slightly different until I find the one that I think is best. If you think this lighting is good, I doubt you will think it's good because I don't think it's good, but I'm going to try it and see how that comes out. Then let me know, but just say if it's really bad because I can change it. Believe me, I can. So I'd rather you guys have a good video and it'd be good for me too. Also, I should quickly say, the format in which I do my time-lapse drawing videos, they are going to be changing. This is going to be the last video where I do it the style I have been doing it, and I'm going to change it up in the future because they don't last long enough. This video only lasts about a minute, and that's because the time-lapse settings I've got it on are too short, so I'm going to change it up. But for now it's going to be a short video, I'm sorry about that, but in future it will be better, I promise. So what I'm going to do since it's such a short video is just explain a bit behind what I drew and such. The actual colours and everything I'll go through in the actual minute, but beforehand, the whole idea for this piece was a watercolour drawing that I did for my sketchbook. I'll get it up. So I drew this in my sketchbook a while ago, and there you go. It really darkens my face, and that's really great. There you go, that's really good now. And basically, it's meant to be like a mirage water effect, if that makes sense. And it was inspired by, I think it's Inca, I believe it's called. And it's meant to have a lone figure standing between two trees. Oh, there you go. Lone figure standing between two trees in a style of my own, leading up to a dojo, and then it's a mirage in the bottom. The only problem with the water effect, because I recorded that, but I've lost the recording. That's one of the problems. The other problem was the colours didn't come out strong enough because I'm not this with watercolour. I'm learning, but I'm no way the best. What I did instead, since I tried the cheap art supply challenge, aka I'm very poor, I thought I'd carry on that trend and just see which art supplies suit me, and then hopefully teach you guys in the meantime. Because today we are trying Crayola Crayola markers. They were like £3, and I saw them in Sainsbury's, and I thought, you know what, let's just buy them and let's just see how they work. And I think they came out alright in the final product. They wouldn't be able to merge at all. They give a thick, strong pigment, so I didn't mind it, to be honest. I might not probably use them again unless it's in a big project. But I'm just going through which mediums I can use, because I can't afford the big, expensive brands. So I'm going to try all the cheap brands, and then I'm going to hope for the best, and I'm going to see which ones come out the best, and which ones I can use for my technique the best. So yeah, that's why I'm using such bad pens in this video. I thought I'd try out, most of my art is probably going to be with cheap supplies, because I can't afford big supplies. So expect that in future and expect that on this channel, but one day I'm trying to save up for it. I've got a little box. I'm going to try and save up for recording equipment first, so like a decent camera and a decent microphone. Then I'm going to try and go for the art supplies, and then I'm going to try and get some music stuff. So that's the order of which I'm going to try to save up for them, but in the meantime it's just going to have to be bad art supplies, if I'm honest. Sorry about that, but at the same time I think it's a good idea, because it gets you guys a sense of which art supplies you might want to use and which ones you can't use. Say you're in the same position as me, it's not dependent on the art supply which makes your art, it's what you actually put on the page that's important. So yeah, I'll skip to the actual time-lapse now. Enjoy guys, I'll see you after. The first side I worked on was the mirage side. For this I added detail through dots and lines to try and add a sort of desert effect, or heat haze. I felt like the dots worked really well for the leaves and the trees, as it added depth of texture to it without adding all lines to the piece. For the sun I did the same effect to try and make it stand out in the sky. I then moved on to the other side and decided instead to do thick colour for this side to make it stand out from the other side and to give it a sort of pop art effect. I also added a bit more detail to the side in the mountain range rather than just a few shadows on the mountains. The thick colours really worked well with the saturation on this piece and gave it the really pop art feel that I wanted it to have. The markers were quite good with this, to be honest, as I thought they were going to be quite unsaturated, but they worked well for their final piece. So here is the final piece. I'm quite happy with how it came out. I think all of the top colour is actually quite thick. I'm quite happy with how their pigments were laid and such. What I will say is I do wish there was a tiny bit of blending could have been done, because I tried to do that with the trees and I'll be honest, they didn't really blend too well, and I talked that up to them being quite strong pigment. Because they were also quite watercolour based, they're quite water based. I didn't really have a chance to mess around with them at all because I needed to let them dry in between each coat. But overall, I'm quite happy with the came out because it's got that quite strong. The outline's quite strong, and I like each of the details. That makes sense. I like the top part being quite smooth, and I like how I did the bottom part, the mirage bit. I really like how the lines came out and how this whole bit looks quite miragey and such. I don't know a better word to describe that, to be honest. But I'm quite happy with how the final piece came out. What I'm thinking about doing is, with the top bit and the bottom bit, perhaps going over it in future, just touching up all the lines and just adding in some small details with the black pen, or with some of the other colour pens, just to see how it turns out. That might be a part of the improvements that I do for the other photo, and I'll see how it goes. But in future you might see this piece again, you might not, depending on whether I decide to touch up or not. As always, this piece will be going up on Instagram. Please leave any suggestions or improvements on that page, because then I can look at it and I can improve it and then upload the improved piece after. So you can see a before and after of your improvements, if that makes sense. And I think that about wraps it up. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please do hit that like button. If you have any comments or suggestions on the actual video format itself, or even on the art piece if you don't have Instagram, please leave it in the comments below, and if you like what you see, please subscribe, because this will be roughly what you see week in, week out. Thank you guys for going. I will see you later.